Now here I have a lovely new book from Kate Rebecca Leach. It's Creative Abstract Mixed Media, The Beginner's Guide to Expressive Painting with Watercolour and More. Now you may have seen Kate's first book, which was Creative Abstract Watercolour, and I did do a little video on that. Now this book has just been published by David and Charles. It is a paperback with 128 pages. Now I've been using mixed media and watercolour for many years, and I have to say I have seen all the techniques that are in this book, but this book is aimed for the beginner, and a beginner won't know about all of these techniques. So I know that Kate's work is so beautiful with the colours and the patterns, and that's something I really enjoy. And you all know, or you probably know by now, I just love looking at art books. So I have this book to show you, and I hope if you're a beginner, you will love this book. So let's have a look. Well, first of all, I have to say, let me just show you. Beautiful gold foil on the front cover. Very pretty. And it's quite glossy pages, so it's a dull day. I've got lots of lights on, and I apologise for the reflections. So we start here with the contents and the introduction, what is mixed media, materials, selecting a colour palette, core watercolour techniques and collage, alcohol and salt, printmaking, film, crackle and thread, and then we've got about the author acknowledgements and the recommended brands and the index. You see straight away these beautiful pictures here, lovely colour, Kate and her introduction. And then we move on to what is mixed media and the elements that Kate uses and her inspiration. And that's something I love, is that Kate has a page here, 2 pages, showing you the things that have influenced her. Now we have the materials, and I'll skip through this bit because I want to get to the fun part, but it's nice that all of this is included, and selecting a colour palette. Now this is very important, and it's lovely when an artist shares their colour palette to help you. Now we have the core watercolour techniques. So we've got the wet on wet and the wet on dry, mark making directory, and masking borders. I actually have that yellow tape. I have just bought that yellow tape. It's great fun. I love trying new things. And we have here collage, which is also great fun. So we have the collage techniques, cutting out your shapes, creating your shapes, which adhesives and glues to use. And we have a lovely project here. So we've got graphic circles. You have all the materials, the colour choices, and the actual paints that Kate has used to help you. That's so pretty. And then we have our step-by-step here with the whole complete painting, from painting your background, adding the details, the embellishments, and punching out the circles, laying out your final piece, and then you have another inspirational picture. Now look out for little top tick boxes throughout the book. Then we move on to perfect peaches, again step by step, lemons for inspiration, and we have a botanical blocks here. The colours in here are just so lovely. Again, more inspiration, and we move on to alcohol and salt. So we have the basics here, and then we move on to the projects with underwater bubbles, beautiful colours, more inspiration, different colourway, and we have patchwork leaf, and one of Kate's beautiful landscapes with a starry landscape. And then we have printmaking with all the techniques there, including lino printing, tile mosaic project, botanical print. Did I miss a page? No, I didn't. Thought I'd missed a page there. Botanical print, a leaf sprig lino cut. And then we move on to film, crackle and thread. So again, we have the basics here at the beginning. Getting started with thread, that's something I haven't used for a long time, thread with paper, but that is a wonderful thing to do. Great fun. We have some cling film pebbles, an abstract mosaic. We're getting near the end, I think. More inspiration, and look at that, a freestyle crackle. I absolutely love that. So again, step by step, remember to look out for these top tip boxes throughout the book. Then we have some stitched hearts. Again, beautiful colour choices. And about the author, and then we have the recommended brands of the products that Kate has used and the index. There we go. A lovely, lovely book. And we can see here Kate's first book, and so that is just so inspiring, even for someone like myself that's used all of those techniques at one time or another over the last years, many years that I've been painting and using mixed media. But I just think, what a pretty book, that's so lovely. And if you're a beginner, that is such a fantastic book to add to your collection. And even if you have been creating for a while, the colours and the patterns are just so beautiful and inspirational. So definitely a book to have a look at if you're a beginner, or even if you just love Kate's work.